we need a governor who will move the state forward. I think our governor ought to lead Texas in being the great state of opportunity and innovation in this country. Could you imagine what would happen with inclusive leadership, how we could brighten the star and the Lone Star State? Shouldn't we be the state that leads the nation, not that leaves the nation? I'll tell you, Texans are used to straight talk. And here's some straight talk. We can be the leading state in the United States of America, but we can't stand still if we're going to be the leading state. We have to move forward. We're competing for jobs with the world economy. We cannot be the leading state in the United States of America if we are dead last among all the United States in the number of our adults who have high school diplomas. We can do better than that. Drops out of school, we ought to treat it as an emergency, not just a faceless statistic. A person who drops out from high school makes half the lifetime income as somebody who gets that high school degree. And you know what? If somebody gets a college degree, they get double the lifetime income of somebody who has a diploma. Now that is not just something that's important for that individual or family, but it affects all of us. Because if we can urge Texans, and if we can get Texans to stay in school longer, to be more productive, there's more money earned, more money spent, more money invested, and it's good for all of that. We need to move Texas forward. I'm all for holding students and teachers accountable for their grades and their test results. Shouldn't we start at the top and hold accountable a governor who presides over a state with one of the highest in the country? Accountability starts at the top. We can't be the best. We can't be the leading state in the United States if Texas families see their savings decimated by ever-growing electrical power rates. You know, we used to pay, just a decade ago, in Texas, we would pay less than the national average for our electricity. Now we pay far more than the national average for our electricity, and we pay over 40% more than in neighboring states. I will fight to bring utility rates down in this country. We can't be the best if we limit the opportunities for home ownership in this state. And every day, the actions of state government have limited the opportunities for home ownership. We cannot be the leading state in the country if we have the highest rates of homeowners insurance in the entire United States of America. I will fight to bring those down. We can't be the best. We can't be the leading state in the United States if every year we see tuition for college going up faster than family income in Texas. Everybody except as governor, I will work every day to remove barriers to higher education, to increase the number of our young people who get 2- and 4-year degrees. It's not just the young who need those degrees and need to be retrained. We can do this. We'll invest more in Tier 1 institutions, and I tell you what, we also need to strengthen those community colleges as well, don't we? We need to do this. We cannot be the leading state in this country if we rank dead last among all 50 states in the number of our kids who have access to medical insurance. I know the fame of the career politicians who've been running for office in this state for 30 years. I know that. But as a business person, and as the mayor of this state's largest city, I do know how to bring people together to get things done. I do know the difference. I know and you know the difference between rhetoric and results. And don't you think Texas is ready for that right now? And look, I'm proud of the Houston record. Could we talk about that a second? Because some of y'all are going to have to spread the word. And in the city of Houston, we've led the urban areas in job growth during this administration. In the city of Houston, we have our lowest crime rates in decades. In the city of Houston, we've improved our neighborhoods with more parks and more libraries and with cleaner air. We've brought thousands of dropouts back to school. We've run City Hall efficiently. We've undertaken major pension reforms, making our pensions more affordable for the taxpayers and more secure for the retirees. And we've done all this by working together to cut the property tax rate and raise the senior and disabled exemptions each of the first 5 years that I was mayor. Isn't that a record to be proud of? This campaign, for those who are Houstonians out there in this crowd, there will be those who, for their partisan political careers, seek to diminish the achievement of this administration and a bipartisan group of people on city council and so many civic leaders in this community. Our super neighborhoods, our police, our fire, and everything else. And we should not put up with Texans who tear other people down in order to build their career, right? And look, I'll never forget where I came from. My parents here with me, and my mother-in-law as well. Thank you for being here. They taught me hard work. My parents were teachers, as you know. My dad's a disabled vet. And they taught me and my brother Texas values. Texas values. It starts with integrity. Now, in Texas, integrity means more than just obeying the law and hoping you don't get caught. In Texas, integrity should mean that somebody should not use a public office for private gain. When I'm governor, you won't see members of my staff leaving public service for lucrative lobbying jobs. That's important. Should work with integrity to find a diverse number of group of citizens who can make the greatest contributions to our state on boards and commissions. I will appoint people who will contribute to the state on boards and commissions, not just choose those who contribute to my campaign. Texas values means the right to buy land and to use it with freedom so long as we can comply with the law. Texas values means that you don't use the power of government to take somebody's private land with the government, give it to another private entity for their own economic use, and that includes toll roads. Values means that we're good stewards of our land, that we know that we've inherited our land and our water and the air, and that we'll pass them on to Texans who come after